1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. We are back. What's the podcast? Episode 187, inching closer to season 5. It's a beautiful thing. You thought I forgot, but we're back. DJ Jerome Baker III. I am here. Shout out to my guy, always available. Hashtag Streetwear Eddie.
What's happening, fellas? I feel like it's been like 2 weeks at this point since I've seen y'all.
International Eddie been around the world and back.
I mean,
you feel me?
Got to keep it moving, man.
And shout out to Don't Charge Abdul.
What up, guys? Special episode.
Abdul's been the man of the month. All types of interviews and podcasts and
I don't know what you talking about. No podcast.
Modeling.
Yo, that's true.
My man's modeling and
I have been on my modeling shit.
Yeah.
You know, the AARP bag for modeling.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? There's a void in that market,
no doubt.
right?
That's not right now. You're gonna be in the next ALD lookbook.
Oh man, it's been great, man. Shout out to our friends over at Somewhere. You know, my man Kev, who's the creative dude over there, was like, "Yo, fam, I want to get you in on this. Take some pictures with this new undefeated Air Force coming out." And I was like, "Nah,
can I keep them?"
So we ended up making a deal on the, you know what I'm saying, the lost and found Jordans, and you know, it took a few pictures here and there.
How many pairs of the lost and founds?
One.
Oh wow.
Yeah, from Somewhere.
They got 2 stores though. You should get one each.
That's a good point. The other store doesn't carry any Nike Jordan stuff though. It's everything is only based out of Navy Yard. But
okay.
Shout out to that whole team. Shout out to you know, our guys Dom, Will, Kevin, Andy. You know, everybody out there, man.
Hold on,
Leo.
Did you get lost and found Jordans for the whole What's a Podcast crew or just you?
That's up for negotiation.
That's not happening. All right. Anyhow, I'm happy Abdul's a model. I'm sure it's a wonderful thing.
Oh, it's like that because
Abdul's like, give me 20 minutes. Give me 20 minutes.
I haven't been looking out, have I?
I'm just saying we got to keep it moving. We got
to keep it moving.
Of course,
Abdul be looking out. We're not on the list yet, but Abdul be throwing us.
I do my best, man. I do my best. I do my best. Arizona State University dunks for Jerome and his brother.
Fantastic. Yeah, they look great.
You know,
but I'm just saying,
I need the Miamis, dog.
We added 4. We added 4 new topics of conversation that we have to get to. They're very important.
We should talk about what's coming. This is going to be a special episode because in a little bit, at some point this evening, our good friends and staunch supporters of our podcast and our sneaker habits, Soul Priorities, are going to be joining us, based out of Charlotte, North Carolina. I've always not been a fan of UNC.
Washington, D.C.
Yeah. So, but not to get diverted from the topic, but yeah, soon to be, they're opening up a shop here in Pentagon City, VA.
We'll let them talk about it.
Yeah, we'll let them talk about it, but you know, so just stick around, man. We're gonna get to those guys in a few minutes.
Eddie, and just to speak on it, excuse me, the Miamis are wild cheap on StockX.
On StockX?
Okay. How about the UCLA's?
Last time I checked, UCLA's are $3 more.
Yo, we're gonna have these guys on the podcast. These are all questions.
That's
we
true.
need to be like, fam, come on.
Yep.
All I'm saying is if you want to cop, I would look now because Kellen and I actually discussed that entire sort of college series.
Yeah,
you can come up on all of those right now.
Are the dunks going away like as fast as they got here?
I just think I think these colorways aren't appreciated for
they
whatever
are
reason.
Fired. They might be some of the best colorways.
This old man colorways, man.
I saw the Huff Friends and Family joints yesterday.
Woo. Who had them in person?
Yeah, in person. Yeah, Kid from Crushed had them on. Came in the store, skated them in the rain. That's amazing.
JT?
Nah. It's the other kid that be coming in the store.
Wait, so
Moroccan dude?
Black dude.
They had the Friends and Family pair?
They had the ones that have the tie-dye on the side.
You got cut it out though.
Oh, that might be every pair, bro.
I don't know if it's every pair, whatever the case.
You gotta cut out.
I think the San Francisco pair.
Well, maybe it's San Francisco's.
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And those are pairs. Those are the ones I got.
Those are fire.
Are you gonna cut them?
I don't know. Shout out to rest in peace to Keith Huffnagel.
Yeah, rest in peace.
I won those on the Crush raffle.
How convenient.
God damn. Motherfucker can't get a break out here, man. Shit.
So anyhow,
you're getting all the breaks.
God damn.
This past weekend was fantastic. I was in a DJ a lot, obviously. I was in the Trap Friday night, which is just tremendous to always keep that blade sharp.
Yeah.
Saturday I got up dumb early and made my way to Salisbury, Maryland.
Shit is out there.
It is far.
You rented a car?
Eastern Shore?
Yeah, rented a whip. Yeah, Eastern Shore. It's about 2.5 hours. 2 hours.
That's a solo mission, or you brought the bird with you?
So there's no bird. So solo mission.
You can still bring
that was a trick question.
It was a trick question. It was a trick question.
I mean, you got to throw it in there casually.
I respect it. I respect it. I got out there at a nice and early time, about 2:30. Clearly, I was off only about 4 hours of sleep, if maybe less. So I got there. I took care of some business, and
stop at the outlets.
No, sir. I kept it pushing. Okay. I went to sleep. I mean, I slept for like 3-4 hours. I mean, I was off 4 hours of sleep. So, you know what I mean? And rocked out. My man, DJ No ID, came down from Baltimore. He rocked out. And we, the homegirl, Tiffany, man, she had a function for us. It's like the third or fourth time that I've done it. And it's rocking. I mean, they really, it's a lot of Baltimore, a lot of kids from Baltimore go to UMES.
Yep.
So there's a good amount of DC, good amount of Philly. So you got to have your club records. You got to have
Delaware, Philly,
Delaware. Yeah, I mean, Delaware is right there. So you got to have your Delaware, Philly, New York.
What's the move in Delaware? What music they play out there? What's hot out in Delaware?
It's whatever's in Philly, honestly. You know what I'm saying? But it was cool, man. I mean, obviously there isn't a ton to do in Salisbury, which is perfectly fine for me. And but there was an after party that went till 5:30 in the morning, but I couldn't do it. Like I had to be back to DC and DJ Sunday.
Was it like popping for like
you got right back in the whip and drove back home? Or
No. I slept.
Okay.
I slept.
You got a room slept?
Yeah, I slept for maybe 5-6 hours. So it wasn't terrible. Okay. It was cool. But my entire trip there and back, I listened to the new Nas, The King's Disease 3.
Okay. Now we're talking.
It's probably the best King's Disease.
The best one out of there, out of the lot. Yeah.
But it's and I would honestly say it's probably a top 3 album of this year. Like it's tremendous. It's an incredible album.
Yeah, and being the biggest Nas fan in the podcast that I am, I'm very disappointed in myself for not giving this project all the time it really deserves, man. I just haven't been able to sit down with it and really digest it as well as I should. But the joints I have heard, man, he's going in. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's back. The dude is still sharp. You know what I'm saying? He's still sharp. He's still one of the nicest MCs out there. And
I haven't listened to it.
No,
I'm gonna listen to it all day tomorrow. And
he's sharp. He's on point.
I downloaded it. I just haven't listened.
It's stellar. It's stellar too because excuse me, there's no features on the album, so he's just everything.
Nas doesn't need features.
But you know, the first one had a lot of features. The second one had some, but not as many. And then the Magic album had a couple, not too many as well. But this one is just him and Hit Boy. And I mean, as far as riding in the car, it's the perfect album. Like it's all about 94 BPMs. Like it's just good, you know, and it's current. So he's talking about current things. It's not like, you know, it's not like me and my Camp Low obsession where I just listen to that all day. But you know what I'm saying? It's more like it's just good stuff, man. So Nas sounds really sharp. So I know we'll talk about more music later, but that was the soundtrack to my drive to and back. And it was just a good weekend overall, man. Had some I was about to say cafe. Had some taqueria habanero. Can never go wrong with that.
Yeah, that's always a win, right? Have you ever had the chicken sandwich from there?
Absolutely not. No.
Nah. It's probably good though.
It's a Cuban chicken sandwich, and it's fire.
Cuban sandwiches have pork on it.
No, I know. That's why I said it's the Cuban chicken sandwich.
Even they got pork on it also.
No. This doesn't have pork on it. I triple checked.
Nevertheless, I also.
That's why it's so good.
Again, man, if you live in DC and you haven't had it yet, the breakfast tacos from La Tejana are just the best. I suggest you get over here to Mount Pleasant ASAP because they are cracked. I've added 2 new tacos.
Yeah,
which is
there's
tremendous.
A line outside right now for tomorrow, probably.
And also, DC has had incredible weather. Just changed.
Incredible.
Well, weather
it's been
changed.
cold as shit, man.
Yeah, it's been rainy and fucking cold.
This time last week it was probably 80 something, 70 something.
Yeah, 70. Yeah.
I think the high tomorrow is supposed to be 44 degrees.
I think it's a wrap with those nice days, though.
That shit is over, man.
It's over. Yeah.
I went running yesterday morning and it was 29 degrees when I left the house.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck about it.
That.
Yeah.
You got like the full long like spandex pants, running pants and shit?
I do.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah. I mean, and layer up, you know what I'm saying? I got like undershirt, 2 sweatshirts, gloves, a beanie, all that.
You out there looking like Rocky.
Yeah, I'm out there looking like Rocky for real.
No doubt.
Yeah. But I got to stay warm.
For sure.
Knocked out 9 miles, you know what I'm saying? But it just bothers me, especially yesterday when I was running, man. I just saw a lot of less fortunate homeless people out there, and I was just like, fam, what is the city going to do about this? Because you can't leave people out there, man. And this was on the grounds of the White House.
They leave them out there.
It's dangerous. People are going to die. Every year we have people dying like that. And, you know, Bowser just got reelected. She got to do something strong about this, man. This got to be fixed. I don't have a solution, but I'm going to complain.
I just called 311. I just wow.
Nah, that's real shit though.
Yeah.
I just call 311 when I see him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just call a number. Hey, man, I just saw like some homeless dude with nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you gotta you gotta exaggerate the story a little bit to get some action. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, but that's not even 311 is for.
There's not even. You don't even need to exaggerate, dog. It's fucking freezing outside.
Well, there's a homeless hotline. So, but I think you can. But what I'm saying is, but sometimes you have to exaggerate to actually get action. I'm sure they get a lot.
They
of
ride
calls.
around, pass out the blankets and shit. I see them.
Yeah.
Cool, but like, you know, sometimes you gotta do a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Socks. They need socks.
Bowser, come on the podcast. Coming on soon.
I don't know if you guys saw that clip that I reposted on the story today. I believe that Noriega and Drink Champs in general was Eric Michael Dyson is a guest on the next episode of Drink Champs.
Drink Champs?
Yes.
Are they going to have him drinking?
I hope not. Maybe
I mean, everybody has to drink that, don't they?
Somebody, they don't. Somebody went on there and drank water.
Yeah.
But I see the message Nori's trying to put out there. I see you, Nori. Like, you're trying to make amends for what you did to black people, and I'm going to be the first one to tell you it's not going to work. It's too late.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? I feel like the
damage you did with Kanye is irreversible.
It's done.
I don't think so.
I'm telling you, we had a meeting.
Nobody can control Kanye, man.
That's so you should have never put him on there. I'm telling you, we had a black people meeting last week. We talked about it.
It's over?
It's over.
Okay.
So, you know
I'll believe it, but I don't believe it.
I mean, I'm just saying, it is
There's still DJs out there playing Kanye.
I mean, I don't know.
There's plenty of people wearing Yeezys.
That I have seen.
A lot.
That I have seen. I haven't heard of many DJs playing Kanye because there has been a lot of pushback and sort of criticism across the board for playing anything Kanye. Like, a lot of they're not deleting his music per se, but DJs are just making the obvious choice not to engage with his music. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of music, we want to celebrate the 20-year anniversary of Sean Paul's second album, Dirty Rock. I believe it spanned. I believe it was one of the first super crossover commercial full-length albums from an artist, not like just like a compilation, but like it was actually the entire album it made him a star internationally, obviously. Give Me the Light, Like Glue, Get Busy, Baby Boy.
Bangers.
I'm still
bangers.
I'm still in love with you.
That was a big song too.
Punky. Give Me the Light. I believe this is the Give Me the Light remix featuring Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes, yeah.
Yeah, that was an incredibly funny song. And it's just it was a part of that moment in time when there was just a lot of hits in that nature. I think Everyone Falls in Love had just was like 98. And so there was that 98 to maybe about 03, 04 when there was a lot of crossover music in that lane. And I mean, Sean Paul can still play these records, still tour off these records 20 years later, and the entire crowd knows them. These are staples. 100%. Maybe not all of them, but the ones that are hits are hits. You know what I mean?
I mean, and you know what's so crazy about his albums that he's done is, and I think one of his first project is really slept on. Stage One, to me, was also a fucking classic, man. That might not necessarily have gotten the international you know what I'm saying, that sort of like international exposure like Dirty Rock got, but like Deport Them, come on, you put that on, it still rings off in the club.
Absolutely. You got to go sexy. Was it Sexy Body like into Deport Them?
When Belly came out,
Sean was in Belly.
Yeah, I know.
But they're celebrating that tonight. He has a show and a party in Webster Hall. Tonight is Wednesday night. I'm bummed. I'm missing it. But salute and congratulations to our guy Sean Paul, former guest of the podcast. Actually, if you have not heard that episode, go through our archives and probably
it'll be in our story. Yeah, it'll be in our story.
It's the most candid and open conversation I think Sean has ever had on any platform, just about his life, his music, his career, friendships, and everything. So I think we talked to him for like 3 hours or some shit. Very long episode, but full of gems and stories that you've never heard before or probably won't ever hear again. But congratulations, man, Sean Paul. Big up yourself.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking right before we get into our special guest episode or portion of this episode, we just want to acknowledge that there are two, I guess, hip hop themed or two biographies or documentaries. I'm not sure. There's a Nipsey Hussle movie that's being produced by LeBron James and his people. I'll be the first one there, ready to cry. And then
I already cried on the preview.
I didn't even watch the whole preview. I didn't want to do that to myself.
It was heartbreaking.
That was ridiculous. And then there is a Notorious B.I.G. a VR concert.
How's that?
You can watch him in a first of its kind stacked VR concert experience.
It's already out, or it's like a date. You got to buy tickets and all.
Coming to the world is Diddy, Lotto, Nardowick, The Lox, and more. Catch the show December 16th. Use your Meta Quest headset or watch it exclusively on Facebook.
Oh, I'm gonna have to find my Facebook password.
But do you have a Meta? Do you have a Meta headset?
I don't even know what that is.
Like virtual reality, like the gaming thing that you wear.
I do. I have the Oculus joint.
Oculus, yeah.
Somebody gave me that for free.
So don't you put your phone in there or something? What do you do with that?
Yeah, you put your phone in it.
Yeah.
So is that the same thing?
14?
We got to look that up, because
December 16th.
All right, I might have to.
You got the two little you got the two handle things too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is bugged out, isn't it?
I've never tried it.
Oh, what?
Oh, you're bugging.
Oh my god.
You're bugging.
You never tried it? You have one and you never put it on?
Never.
Oh, dog.
I should?
Yeah. 100%. You won't take it off for like you'll come home and do it every night. Like it's crazy.
Okay.
You gonna bump into all the walls and shit.
I don't want to do that.
No, it's fire, dog. You got the space for it.
All right. I'm gonna check it out. But I'm definitely gonna go to that concert though.
Dog.
So
Oculus puts you in the metaverse.
real. Now the metaverse is a wrap though. You know what I'm saying? I just saw they said Justin Bieber bought a Bored Ape for $1.3 million, maybe like 2 years ago.
I don't even know what that is.
It was one of the. It's a racist picture online that went for millions of dollars that white people bought.
He bought it for 1.3. That joint is worth $69,000 today.
Oh my God!
Good for him.
Oh my God!
Must be nice to be able to trick up money like that.
The crypto stock market is tracked on something called FTX, and that company just went completely bankrupt. It was worth $32 billion not too long ago, and is now worth nothing.
So crypto ain't shit no more.
Crypto's fault. The owner is on the run. They think he's in Argentina. And
I hope they never catch him.
Well,
Is that wrong?
They think he's. Well, yeah, because a lot of people are losing. A lot of people have lost a lot of money.
Oh, that's
a lot of people made a lot of money too.
Nah, nobody really made money. He made money.
He made it all. Pocketed it out.
Yeah, no, I mean, the organizations that invested, Tom Brady, Golden State Warriors, people of that nature. But there were a lot of, other people working. Regular people working for them. Yeah.
Yeah. So that sucks.
They tracked the plane to him in Argentina. I guess Argentina it doesn't have extradition.
Non-extradition, yeah.
Yes, because that's where Hitler went too, I believe, right? That's where he spent his last few days. Yeah, it was Argentina.
Why you think there's so many? Why you think there's so many blonde-haired, blue-eyed people in Argentina?
There's mad Germans down
there.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then they said he's trying to get from Argentina to another country in the Middle East that doesn't have extradition as well. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? He's just a bad dude, man. There's been so much craziness going on.
Damn.
Yes, it's wild
out there having fun like shit on the run.
For sure. So we're going to pause for the cause real quick as we await our guests to join the.
Let's bring them in.
Join the conversation. Yeah, for sure. Bring them in.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Here we go.
Oh, you're in there. What's up, man? What's up, fellas?
Listen,
Soul Priorities is in the building.
Yeah, it got real loud. There we go.
That's our guy. This picture is crazy.
Zach is in the building. Our guy Chasen is in the building.
It's a beautiful
guys.
thing.
Welcome.
We don't want no fuzziness.
No. We're good. We got that taken care
of. We'll see.
Word up,
guys?
Yep, so much. Oh, what's up?
Can y'all hear us right? And
oh yeah, we're good.
I wish Silent Tom was here to give us a check on the levels, but I think I think we're good. I think we're good.
They got us on the surround sound. They good.
Welcome to Whats'a Podcast, fellas.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Did y'all see us the whole time?
No. It was dimmed out. We kind of had you guys in the waiting room. So why were you guys doing some fuck shit?
Nah. Hey. Transparency, we had some Kanye's up there, but we.
That's all good. Nothing wrong with selling them.
Getting pairs, I was like,
nothing wrong with selling them, man. Sell them, motherfuckers.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Get that money.
We got the old Kanye's.
Yeah, get that money
up there, but
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah,
you guys have a business to run, and you know what I'm saying. Trust me, I know. I've walked into work recently and seen some shoes, and we had to make some decisions just like y'all do. You know what I mean? Bills got to get paid at the end of the day.
I got Yeezys for sale right now.
Hey, what's up?
We'll talk about
bring them to the shop.
Yeah,
we got
you. Go ahead, Abdul.
No, I was just gonna say. So, welcome to the podcast, guys. Zach, Chasen, and we should give a little bit of background on how this relationship and friendship of ours started. My recollection is correct. I think Chasen listened to our podcast and we reached out and we became friends from that. And then that kind of introduced us to the whole Soul Priorities family. Is that how it went down?
You want the breakdown?
Yeah, tell us how we all connected.
I mean, I just went. I was like, man, let me go back to the first DM I sent Abdul because I was just a listener. It's crazy being on this joint right now.
How'd you find out about the podcast?
I don't know. I don't know if it's Instagram. Abdul used to be on Nike Talk, right?
Vaguely. I mean, I'm not vaguely, but I was on there as more of a spectator.
Mr. Anonymous.
I see him posted with his family fresh.
Yeah.
I was like, dog, you doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was young. I mean, I'm about to be 37 next month.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, this is some shit to aspire to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a family man still doing this thing. And initially, I was still at Champs, and I didn't know. I was like, Patreon. Like, y'all had a Patreon. I was like, man, I don't know about the Patreon. I'm gonna shoot y'all some tech fleet. You know what I'm saying? Because I was at Champs.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I was like, hey, ANDC, cold weather. Everybody use a tech fleece for the free ski.
Motherfucking right.
Yeah, like
I need a re-up now.
No doubt.
Yo,
They
listen,
seem like regular dudes.
Chasing lace the whole team with tech fleeces, man.
No doubt.
That shit was crazy.
Hey.
We got a pack in the mail. The whole shit was laced with
I wore mine yesterday. Let's get it.
Man, we appreciate it, brother. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. So, sole priorities, man. Zach, we see you here. Josh is actually here in DC. I think he's
at the Wizards game.
He's at a Wizards game right now.
Yeah.
Wearing some Union Jordan 1s. We peeped that. But so how did the sole priority story start, man? Like, give us a little bit of background about how this even came around and how you guys decided to even make this into a business.
So we were both sophomore in college.
You and Josh.
Josh and I were both sophomore in college. We were really into shoes. I think the first like super hyped shoe I ever bought was a Yeezy 350. Funny enough, but we started out.
These guys are young guys.
We all had Yeezy 350s when they came out.
Yeah, that's true.
2015, 2016.
We all had them.
Everybody had 350s. We were just doing it as a hobby. The way we saw it, we could go camp for shoes. We could buy 4, flip 3, and it would pay for the 1. So we were doing that for a long time. And then a couple years in, I was like, we both had summer internships. We hated the internship. So we were like, we love shoes. We were able to move back home. We both moved in with our parents, took a chance on the store. In here, we remodeled the whole store, like, because we had no money to.
Warehouse.
Yeah. Oh, we did have a warehouse. Yeah. That during COVID, we just did online stuff. So we bought like a warehouse near a Home Depot, and we were just like using Shopify, doing like online orders and stuff. And then right when COVID opened up, we got a spot in the mall. It was.
What mall are you guys in?
We're in Carolina Place in Pont. Charlotte. It's like 15 minutes south of Charlotte.
It's our Silver Springs. Ain't that what y'all talking about?
Yeah. That's our Silver Springs. Yeah.
See, I'm a true listener. I really listen. You know what I mean? Like,
no doubt.
I ain't like, dog, I got family in Gaithersburg. Other than that, it's like, y'all, it just happens that we're, you know what I'm saying, opened a shoe store in DC, and it worked out that way. But I swear, like, I got like I said, Gaithersburg.
Yeah.
A lot of DC cats went to A&T. I used to see them down there. But other than that, like, it was just, I liked the podcast. I was like, man, they seem like some regular dudes that's on some, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now we definitely what it is.
That is true. That is very true.
What it is.
That's actually how this whole podcast started. Was like, yo, let's just have some regular shit to talk about.
Yeah.
So the store opened up in what year?
So the store opened May of 2020. So we took.
Oh shit! That was right when COVID really started. The lockdown started, and you guys opened up.
2021.
Oh, 2020. I'm tripping.
2021. Okay. So that
right when let me tell you how I met them. All right. So
let me hear.
I'm working at Champs. I was a manager at Champs in Northgate, Durham, North Carolina. You know.
And you were backdooring all the.
You were the sneaker plug.
I was.
Sneaker man.
You know how it goes. Like, these dudes streamlined my outside shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? Like, it went from me going to the projects in the middle of the night to meet everybody to these guys pulling up, walking out with bags, making it easy. So I was literally on the phone with another reseller and
just trying to move units out of the shop.
Huh?
Just trying to move units out of the shop.
Yeah, I mean, like, hey, I don't know if everybody knows it, but the games to be sold, not told. I'll leave it at that with Foot Locker, Champs managers. Everybody knows what's up. Like,
you don't have to incriminate yourself too much.
Yeah, it's a corporation. Hey, I'm never going back corporate. I'm about to get SP tatted.
There we go.
Nah. Maybe, who knows? Like, they give me, you know. But hey, these dudes, like, first time we met, first deal we did, I thought I was getting 30 on top. He thought he was getting 30 on top.
Bust it down.
We busted it down, and it was like, yo, like, I'm about to do all my business through them because it's like, it made sense. They got it going quick. They paid up front.
Yeah.
It wasn't no hassle. And the wild thing, like, this is the part I want to get out. My store shut down. Like, it opened back up after COVID. It did, like, I don't know if y'all remember the pop-up shops Champs Foot Locker did in the street stores. Store shuts down. These dudes could have, like, hey, they could have left me to the side. I mean, I ain't have no more product. You know what I mean? I had pairs at home, but, you know, that runs out.
Yeah.
They gave me, like, it was wild. Josh and this guy gave me a plain box, and it had, like, Jordan 4, it was some women's Jordan 4, some obscure.
I think it was the worst Jordan 4.
It was some weird women's Jordan 4 box. Had a note, hey man, appreciate you, not no but you know, like, all you did, all that. Let's keep this thing going regardless. We're here for you. Open it up. It was some Bruce Lee Kobe's.
The original
Jones.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and they know I fuck with like, I mean, I hoop, like, it was like, dog, like,
they blessed you.
Yeah, like, and it completely did not have to do that. They could have left me to the side, kept it moving. But that's what kind of guys these guys are. Like, I know people see I mean, I don't look at it as glitz and glam because I'm here every day, but, like, they look at the shoes, they look at the crazy price tags, and they think it's just that. But it's more to it. Like, these dudes built this junk pebble by pebble to a mountain. And it's all off the strength of wanting to do good business, do right by people. I mean, like, compare our prices. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even trying to sell you on nothing, but, like, it's really
I know. I mean,
we want to make it smooth for everybody. Like, we were consumers. Like, we are consumers. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go to these stores, and it's wild. Like, just the gratitude. Like, somebody walk in your store, you don't even acknowledge them. Like, that's wild to me. Like, yo, you're like, it's wild.
I think
we do
it's
have a guy that walks
amazing.
around. Go ahead.
I think it's amazing that you know, in about a little over a year, really, you guys have blown this business out, and you've even thought about expanding and now opening up a second location. How did you all land on DMV, Zach?
I think it was
I wanted it to be in Raleigh, Durham, because that's where I live.
Yeah,
Charlotte's 2.5 hours away. Keeping it funky.
Damn.
But, hey, it won't in the cards right now.
Yeah.
What was the dude? It was a dude we bumped into. He was like, yo, if y'all could get in the DMV market, it might could shake. And
the key with us is we want to be in malls for the security. Like, I've heard, we have a lot of friends that have street stores.
Sure.
And, like, people are losing, like, their insurance policies because they're getting robbed so many times. So we knew we wanted to be with Simon. We knew we wanted to be inside a mall. And, I mean, we did a little bit of research. Chasen knew Abdul. A bunch of people were coming in. Yo, y'all need to do something up north. Y'all need to do something up north. The fashion center looked like the perfect fit of what we were looking for. So
dope.
And Fashion Center in Pentagon City is a legendary mall, man. Eddie, you remember when we were kids, that was the spot to fucking go to, man.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, I just went to that mall recently, and there's a couple of other stores in there as well.
Shout out to them.
Yeah. No, you know, listen, there's enough room in here for everybody to eat and do well. But with all due respect, I don't think they got what you all got, man. It's gonna move things around a little bit once you guys open up.
The cool thing about sneakers though is, and like streetwear too, is Charlotte's not a small city, but Charlotte's not DC, and there's like 15 good sneaker stores in Charlotte. Yeah. So like there's people that only sell used, there's people that only do clothes, people only do designer. Like Home Court DMV has great clothes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just, I feel like there's enough room, and the market is so big
Yeah.
Why can't there be 4 stores in Fashion Center?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Shout out to Home Court DMV, man. My guy Rich is over there, and I love going to that store, man. I like the way it's curated. I like the vintage collection in there. I love the pieces that they have in there. They got a little bit of everything. And the sneaker collection is on point too. So
for sure,
they're based in downtown Silver Spring. So if you guys are ever out there, man, come through and check those guys out and support them. So you guys are all set. There's a big thing happening right now. You guys put out the post. There's a giveaway happening out right now. So how is that happening? What are we doing?
So we're doing we're doing the forces.
Oh, yeah.
So we were like
forces.
Yeah, we knew we were going to be on the podcast, so we were just like, let's give away a Supreme Air Force.
Yeah.
But what you do with the giveaways is you just make people follow like a couple rules, right? So they had to shout out both our accounts. They had to follow the DMV store, follow Whats'a podcast.
Yeah.
And reels, like the audio that we used on the reel was a good instrumental audio, so it's going to hopefully be in the algorithm for a couple weeks.
Dope.
I love it. What so how are we deciding, and when are we deciding on who wins the pair? Can we make this?
Awesome. That's honestly a great question.
I can announce it. It's like y'all call it.
You tell me
when are we supposed to announce it, or when were you guys planning on announcing?
When it dropped.
Okay, tomorrow.
It's whatever.
I was gonna let it keep eating.
Oh
yeah. Let it rock.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's run it rock. Yeah, let's run it up.
Give people a couple of days.
We might get some for the wildest comment on the podcast. Who knows?
There you go.
This guy's crazy.
Yeah. Is there any way we can fix the raffle so
Abdul can win?
Abdul, you've already fixed the raffle. The game's been fixed for you, dog. Come on, man. Know how you operate.
What's the official opening day?
So we originally went to the DMV to look at the spot back in February. It's crazy. We walked around Georgetown
with
February.
GT players. You remember that?
Yeah.
We were in the trenches.
Shout out to my man Alex.
We were out
Alex
there,
was in there. Yeah. Josh bought a pair. No, Zach bought something from in there, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I got smoked. I thought everything was at retail.
Do we still have that shoe?
No, it's sold.
The New Balance. I think we.
No, it wasn't a New Balance. It was a Jordan.
It was the toddler Jordans. No, those were retail.
You ain't buy these up there?
I did.
Still he was in the DMV, so he had to get some New Balances.
Yeah.
But so we got the keys 2 months ago. Just got the permits today. We're 100% opening on Black Friday.
Nice.
Oh wow!
Congratulations.
Listen, that is probably that's the busiest shopping day of the year. That whole weekend is going to be insane. Obviously, that mall just churns them. I mean, there's a metro across the street.
Yeah.
There is a obviously 8-figure parking garage. You know what I'm saying? So, congratulations on opening that day. It's going to be insane. It's going to be wild. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll be in. I mean, I work, but a lot of us will be there.
We're coming through. We're coming through. We're handing out employee discounts to everybody who comes in.
Run it up.
I'm gonna work on the floor for like an hour.
Okay, so look, we have this question. We had we were discussing this, right? We were like, yo, how much of an asshole is the baby when he comes in the store?
Jerome's asking you because he's come into Commonwealth a couple times.
So
I wasn't there though. I wasn't there.
He's actually a super chill, down to earth dude, but
he wants what he wants. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So when he's in here, we have to close the entire store.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
So
yeah.
The video that he did I think he spent $8,000-9,000, and he's like, man, I want to shout y'all out on Instagram. So I was like, yeah, of course.
Wow. Hell yeah.
Right now.
He films a video and he's like, pull up to Carolina Place.
It's a rainy Monday.
I mean, Nobody in the mall.
Nobody.
He filmed a video and he's like, pulling up to Carolina Place. I'm going to be here until 1 to check you out. We had 80 people deep in here.
Walking in like it was the club on a Saturday night. Monday morning. Coming in strong.
But he filmed the video and just dipped. So like, everybody's showing up like, where are we going?
Shit.
I'm like, I don't know where he went.
Yeah. I love it.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's dope. I mean, I think that he filmed something around here as well. He did something similar.
He did a video outside the old Commonwealth, didn't he?
Yeah, he went crazy. He did a whole lot.
Him and,
he was in a soccer field.
Yeah, and then but he was also with the dude who does the It's Friday.
Oh yeah, with the wild, yeah.
You know
Your African brother.
Dude. Yeah.
David O.
No.
That's his guy. I know that's his guy.
He said David O. No, it wasn't David.
No, not David. Not Davido. No, it's
brother. He's Nigerian.
Mufasa, I think is his name.
But in summary, he's a good dude.
Okay.
What is so I know you guys mentioned, you said like there's a lot of stores in, I guess that's what you guys are like. Are you guys closer to Charlotte or to South Carolina actually? Or you guys like right?
It's like right by South Carolina.
Yeah. I know it's like right. I spent some time down there.
Like
so
right in between South Carolina and Charlotte.
Yeah,
like a lot of people just consider it Charlotte, but
wow. Okay.
It's not technically within like city limits, I guess.
Yeah.
We call it Charlotte. So.
Yeah.
We had a homie, E the Chef. He was an early listener. Yeah, Bojangles. Yeah, our guy, E the Chef.
At the airport.
In the airport, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Archive.
He's back up in Richmond now, but still, shout out to our guy, E the Chef.
Shout out to E the Chef.
Yeah, what have you guys seen since you opened in terms of like, resale and retail and just you guys' market? Like, is it growing? Is it too many stores? Is it bad business being done? Like, what's you guys' view of that sort of landscape of things?
The prices have definitely went down as far as the entire city because, like, our prices make sense. Like, if you go to the StockX screen, like after taxes and everything, we're like a few percent more. So, like, a $200 dunk, we have it at $220. It makes sense to people.
Walk out with it.
You walk out with it in hand.
You get like a great experience in the store. But prices have definitely went down. But like what I've seen as more stores have popped up, more people are getting exposed to it. And I mean, it's helped us. Like we haven't seen any decrease. The more stores, I'm telling you, the more stores, the better. The more people that are involved with like what we're doing, the better it is. Like we're not in here trying to put anybody out of business. We just want to give like the best experience possible. So
what's flying off the shelves these days? What's the best selling shoe?
Pandas. You already know Pandas.
Pandas. I mean, still
down here, we're excited to see what's going to sell up there. Like
we took a bunch of stuff that we thought was like super cool. We're gonna see how it does. Like we have some just crazy stuff inventory wise for that DC location. But I mean Nike Dunks, it's like the more and more they drop Nike Dunks, they're more affordable, so more people can buy them. Like
but are still people still buying a lot of Dunks? Because we were just talking about that before you guys hopped on. Eddie was looking for the Miami. He was looking for the Miami Dunks.
Yo,
and we were talking.
8.5 for 9, Eddie.
9.
Hey, next week it's coming with me.
There we go.
Boom. And the UCLA Dunks. But how are prices?
I'll make a list.
Done deal. We will.
I'm with the owner. He got it.
It seems like prices on those Dunks, like you said, has gone down so much. Is the Dunk gonna go away like as fast as it got here, or is it here to stay?
So last year, we thrive during holiday seasons because we appeal to like the everyday person because we're all everyday people. Right. So people are from mid-November, so from like last week to the end of December, people want to spend between $150 and $250 on a shoe.
Yeah.
Last year,
sounds about right.
Dunks were like 250 to 400. They weren't dropping as many colors. Everything was higher. Now it's like Dunks. You can get almost any good color dunk in our store at like 180 to 220.
Yeah.
So like instead of people buying Jordan 1 mids, instead of people buying like certain Air Forces, like
certain retros,
stuff like that, people can get a dunk, and it's the most popular thing that everybody's wearing.
They got the silhouette. It don't really matter the color. You know what I'm saying?
But then what's cool that Nike is still doing, Nike's still making like SBs super limited, and they're just mass producing dunks. So I mean, if you look at like the Crush SB, amazing SB.
Yep.
Super limited SB, and it still goes for a lot of money. So people that appreciate
nice.
Yeah, everything y'all were talking about, I was just grabbing because I mean, not to toot our horn, but
but you got them.
We got it all. You know what I'm saying? Like
So like they've taken SBs, and SBs are like the sneakerhead shoe.
Yeah.
And then dunks are accessible to everybody.
Yeah.
What's that like DC?
Yeah.
DC, Crush DC. Shout out to Crush, man. No what is your relationship with the Memphis boys?
Hey, it's a secret society. All we ask is trust.
Listen, we try to find out, man. Come on. Now we see you guys.
You just got to make sure that there's enough people in between you and the people touching.
There you go. That's
more people. The
wise
better.
word.
That's the whole no box thing.
Yeah.
Well, the Memphis, that was box and everything.
Yeah, Memphis boys got wild.
Memphis was crazy.
They got reckless, huh?
Yeah.
But you know,
they changed the landscape of a lot of shit, man. Because at one time, when they first started coming out, you know, I got a few things from them because we had one of our little homies up here who was reselling at the time, and he had a strong relationship with them dudes. So I got my MCA Virgil Chicago Air Forces from them. I treated myself for my birthday and got them at an amazing price, probably half of what they're going for right now.
You were probably getting them at like 700-800, right?
Yeah, I think it was a little bit less than that, but you know, no box, no nothing. But I got the super love from them, right? But or at least I got that from my guy. But
don't charge Abdul.
Don't charge you because I'm broke. But the stories were just so crazy how they were getting pairs, and it's become like a myth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Almost shit that you don't even think is real. Yeah, I don't even know how they're still able to pull this shit off years later. But it's impressive, man. And they had like stores. They had not signed, but they had worked out some sort of exclusivity deal where they were only selling to one of the resellers at one time in LA. And those kids are actually from here too. I think it was Coolest Kicks or Coolest Shop of Cool Kicks.
Yeah.
And at one time, that was their only way they were getting sneakers out was through those Cool Kicks guys. But I think now, they've expanded the game, man. It's a lot more pairs. I still don't know how they're getting them.
You're reckless.
But you know, those are some of the exclusive pairs that we've seen Soul Priorities land. The Cherry Jordan 11s, we saw some of those you guys had. What other sneakers that are not out yet?
I was about to say it. Yeah. What is the shit talking about?
We've sold like 70, 80 of these already.
You're joking. That's crazy.
If y'all want, we can play a game. Y'all name the shoe, see if we got it. You know what I'm saying?
We'll get to that shortly.
Yeah, I
don't know if y'all want to go up against Abdul.
But let's talk.
No. Hey, no.
Because he gonna be like, y'all got this?
No. This is like, that is like Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? We're like collegiate. You know what I'm saying? It's levels.
Stop.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he said stop. He says
what has been sort of the reaction to? Are people just copping on site? Is it like those Jordans are like you can't keep them in the store? Like, what is the reaction to those so far?
What are they going for now?
Specifically,
Yeah, to the lost and found. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was speculation that it was going to be really limited at first. So pairs were like, we sold one really early pair at like over $1,000.
Jeez.
But then, I mean, even right now, people think that we have these priced at like $430, which is extremely cheap in my opinion.
That's not crazy.
People think that this shoe's going to go way, way lower. So like there's people who really know that $430 is a good deal, still buying them. But then there's people that are like, oh, y'all are taxing. They're going to be $250 on release day. And we're like,
I hope.
All right, go ahead.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
We release day.
We buy every pair in the world.
If you want to risk it,
yeah, go ahead. Do you think that shoe is gonna? So it's you're thinking it's gonna hold its value, in the long run.
I mean,
I think so as well.
The cheaper that it is, the more will sell. So, like, I mean, I hope that they're really affordable so that we can push them at a good price and we sell more of them. I could see the shoe at the end of Christmas being around $450. I mean, there's a lot of pairs, but there were probably 50,000 pairs that were let out early. I don't know how.
Jeez. Yeah.
Memphis?
I actually don't know if there were any on those trucks. Those were mostly like Midnight Navy 4s, Canyon 4s.
He ain't supposed to know it's on the truck.
There weren't any of these in Memphis.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
No doubt.
No, that and not to mention that's one of the sneakers that started it all, right? The Chicago Jordan 1. I wanted to ask about, like, the fake game has gotten so crazy and so good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was talking to Josh, the other Soul Priorities owner. I've been running into them everywhere I go. I run into them and I'm on near twice in like 3 days. And I was asking him about, and you know what? He answered this really well. I think it was either him or Juice. And I was like, yo, what are you all doing about fakes, man? And he said that he's like, we don't know if, we do our due diligence. We study all this stuff. But at the end of the day, if something does happen, we're going to make sure we take care of our customer.
Every time.
And I think that's maybe the right way to even answer it, right? Because there's in these shops, like, you can study as much as you want about what's real and what's fake, but maybe at some point, that motherfuckers are studying it too, and they've got facilities behind correcting every mistake they make on one batch, right? So whatever you might be looking for, being like, oh, you know what, the stitching is what throws it off. They're gonna fix it on the next batch. So pairs probably do get by, right? We've seen StockX has taken off their authentic shit from their website now, but like, what are y'all thoughts about that?
With the StockX thing, I feel like that's just legalese. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they're still authenticating them, all that. Like, that was just, I mean, of course it looks crazy compared to what it was, you know what I'm saying? But
but like for you guys, what's your
How many pairs? 60, probably 70,000 now.
It's really important to have like everything represented at the store. So like if we didn't have these at the store, that we know where they're coming from, it would be harder to legit check the shoe. So 2 or 3 weeks ago, we had a guy come in, really regular customer. He had found a pair of these on GOAT for super cheap, like cheaper than what we had them for at the time. Because at the time, I think online they were going for like $700. He brought the pair in, showed me his ID, GOAT confirmation, everything. The shoe wasn't real. And
wow.
How did you know?
The box paper, the texture was a different color. The color of the $29.99 stamp was too light. The box label didn't have an RFID behind it.
Detail.
But it's like down to the
wow.
Because if we lose the reputation that we have,
Yeah.
As everything. I mean, you
That's
see StockX. Like StockX is having to run 50% off seller fees every other week just to get people to sell on their platform.
Yeah.
And like buy on their platform because they've lost their reputation. Like everything counts on whether or not you can get it right. So
this dude's checked like 60,000 pairs of shoes, like touched, felt, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what you were on in the store, but like even before you opened, he was at like 30,000. So like when people ask, I'm like, I worked at Foot Locker since like 2005. You know what I'm saying? Like I trust him. I got my pairs from him when I was with the company.
Yeah.
Right.
So like if I trust them, I don't want to say I've seen it all, but like, man, like I put my faith in Zebo.
No doubt.
But what Juice said was right though. At the end of the day, like everybody's a human being.
Yeah.
So it's really how you take care of your customers.
Yeah. I think that's also, customer service is something that in this it's been kind of overlooked a lot. And at the end of the day, if you make somebody happy and you fix it,
that's what brings them back.
That's somebody you just locked in for a long time.
Yeah.
There was I think it was about a month and a half ago, you guys were talking about how you were going to retail stores, like looking for, I think, New Balance 550s maybe, for like back to school shoes. And you were like, these stores have nothing. The customer service is average. Why would I not just order online? And it's like, that is so true. If you're not giving somebody a reason or an experience that's better than online is the most convenient. Like they can order the stuff and get it shipped to the crib.
Yeah.
It's most convenient. Like people leave their house and go to stores for the experience.
For sure.
So the experience is everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I mean, I don't even know what else we can say. Like I think we've kind of
who's coming up here for the opening, man?
Everybody.
So Charlotte location is shutting down or what?
No. We gotta keep the ball rolling. Yeah, but nah, it's me, Zach.
It'll be myself, Chasen, obviously Josh, Juice will be there.
Yeah.
One of our inventory guys, Tavares, will be there. Jaden, and then our guy that films our YouTube videos, Gio, will be there.
So y'all getting tables and bottles this Friday night?
We're doing something.
Jerome's DJing somewhere, so
I don't even know where I'm at that Friday.
He can lock you in with a table.
I don't know none of that stuff.
We'll be staying. I'll probably be staying till Sunday. So
all right, let's go. Now we're gonna get up, man. We're definitely gonna come through. Congratulations to you guys.
Sure.
We appreciate it. We're gonna come through. Just put everything that's coming out that's fire. Put everything in size 9 to the side, man. Eddie and I coming through.
Abdul wants to know how many hours in a week does he have to work to get employee discount.
That's a fact.
Yo, we can set something up for real.
That's a fact. Man, listen, I've done business with these guys, and I've been a satisfied customer. Most recently, I just got the Brooklyn Virgil Air Force Ones. There you go. Zach got them in his hand right now. Any pairs that come into the shop in the 8.5 or 9, do not put them on the floor, please. They're gonna be
8.5 or 9.
Yeah,
because he wants them.
I'm gonna buy.
That looked like an 8.5 or 9. You just picked.
That actually did look like a that's a 9.5, isn't it?
It's a 10. This is an 8.5. I want to say.
Y'all
probably locked in with these Lapstone and Hammer, right?
We got those.
I'm working on it.
Hey, shout out the dude though, because he does the social media. We just look at all.
I texted.
Yeah, Zach did tell me. He said Lapstone and Hammer's
social
social media account is his favorite. That's dope. Nah, that's also our family.
Date from them. Our Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that.
Commonwealth doesn't carry Nike Jordan, but
Abdul's supposed to be securing us all pairs of the Lost and Founds. We'll see.
Yeah, now I'm working on it, man. I think we're gonna be okay.
Extremely available on drop day. I promise you.
Yeah,
Word.
I think so.
Lots of pairs.
Yeah,
Word.
lots of pairs.
What's that? It's this Friday or what? This Friday or this Saturday?
It's this weekend.
No, it's this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah. They dropped this weekend.
Yeah, Saturday, I think, right? Friday, Saturday? Yeah.
I think they dropped this weekend, and I mean, I'm hearing rumors that this is the most produced Jordan shoe of all time. I think even more than the Concord 11s.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But you listen, man. Soul Priorities DMV Black Friday. If you're in the DC area, make that a multiple stop over the course of the weekend. They're going to be just rolling out new product on a consistent basis. We've gotten the lowdown, the breakdown. We're going to clean up the giveaway so everybody really knows what it's hitting for too.
And if you come in there and you tell them that ask for Juice or Josh and tell them that you listen to Whats'a Podcast, you get a 1.5% discount.
We got
to. Obviously it's late on the East Coast. We want to thank everybody.
Any final words, guys?
I just want to shout out my family.
Yeah, shout them out, man. Ava, let's go.
Camden, Mom, Ben, Taylor, Maverick, everybody. Brandon,
he just won a Grammy.
Eddie Kane, dog, everybody.
No doubt. That's real shit. That's real shit.
Listen, this is going out to millions of people. So just get it. Just let the shout outs fly, man.
Shout out to the staff, man.
Yeah, big staff.
There we go. Shout out to the staff.
We appreciate
it. I love it. Listen, guys, we appreciate you guys joining in.
For doing this.
Always. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah. We appreciate y'all. We're gonna see you guys soon. Thank you for taking some time to join us on our elite podcast. And we got it.
Podcast, right?
Number one podcast. Number one podcast. That's a fact.
Transparency. Hey, I shot a what's in that intro for these guys. I didn't shoot it, but I talked. It didn't make the cut though.
I don't got nothing to do with that.
And it's crazy because I was coming back from Soul Priorities. I was in the car for maybe the Patreon to get that.
It's on the Patreon. It's on the Patreon. Yeah, it's on the Patreon.
Put it on the Patreon. Now we appreciate y'all, and we'll see you guys soon. And once we fix things around here, we might have to do it like a full episode or something like that. We're definitely going to give a recap of opening day next week. So tune into Whats'a Podcast next week, and we're going to give you guys a recap of Eddie and my trip to Soul Priorities on Black Friday. And shout out to y'all, man. We appreciate you guys for real.
Thank y'all, man, for real.
Thank y'all. Thanks for giving voice, man. We appreciate you.
No doubt.
Appreciate you.
Peace.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Salute.
Woo. All right.
There you have it. Soul Priorities DMV.
Boom.
I believe that is the Instagram. That is their name, their handle on Instagram. Soul Priorities DMV. Is that it, or is it just?
Yeah. So let me look that up because Soul Priorities Charlotte has its own account, and they're just Soul Priorities
.dmv. So it's Soul Priorities .dmv for the news store.
That's right. There we go.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Shout out to those guys, man. Shout out to Zach. Shout out to Chasen. We appreciate you guys, and I'm definitely going up there next week, Friday. Yeah, I can't believe Thanksgiving is next week.
Listen, I think if you paid attention to the interview, you can see how much they really care about, being good business people, fair business people. They want to be, and they should be welcome to the community as well. I truly love Pentagon City Mall because what's there? Dillard's? There's something that has the fire polo. I forget which mall it is. I forget
Nordstrom's?
One of them two got
Nordstrom's doesn't carry polo.
No. Is it not Dillard's? It's something. Macy's.
They got Macy's. They got Nordstrom.
Macy's has the fire polo. Like they have all the good stuff, man. So I might go. I'll probably go up there Saturday, like Saturday morning. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
After the.
You talking about this week Saturday?
No. The Saturday after Black Friday. Yeah.
But Thanksgiving is right around the corner. It's next week, right? And
a week from tomorrow.
Yeah. So
a week from today, they'll be listening to this on Thursday.
That's right.
So but obviously, man, those dudes just gave us the breakdown, and amazing to hear about their perspective on things. And obviously, everybody's still figuring the sneaker thing out, particularly these Jordans, because we do keep hearing about mass produced, and but I think it all comes down to what is that going to look like on Sneakers app? Are you going to be able to really log on and cop as easy as you think you are? Or is it going to be, secondhand resale stores really running it up crazy?
Didn't your brother hit on the early access?
His man hit.
Oh,
his man hit, and he got them. They sent me the video. They look crispy. They look wonderful. McKellen hit on the Kentucky lows today.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So,
Abdul, you don't have the lost and founds yet, or you already have them?
I do not. I do not have them.
You got them secured.
I mean, listen, I'm waiting. I'm waiting to hear back. I do have a.
How about the Amamanye 4s? You got those?
No. I do not. I need those.
Obviously, we'll continue to move forward. Obviously, I got some feedback on our last episode. I was told it was too short. And we said that from the jump. We were like, this is going to be like a shorter episode, but it's still good for the streets to be like, yo, like 45 minutes wasn't enough. We have seen last Tuesday was midterms, and the media and a lot of people at large were declaring it was going to be a red wave. They were actually declaring that the Republicans were going to just pretty much destroy the Democrats. That proved to not be true at all. So much so as the Republicans did take control of the House.
Unfortunately.
That was just actually confirmed about an hour ago before we started recording.
Right.
But then the Democrats were able to hold on to the Senate. If you live in Georgia, please vote for Warnock. The election run. I believe the
runoff.
I was going to call it the playoff, but the runoff is December 6th.
Yeah.
Shame on you if you live in Virginia, because the governor, I just read this tonight, in his sort of whatever legislation that he was looking to get passed, that got passed by voters, they are now removing Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s name from any and all educational, resources, ages K through 5, though.
What do you mean? They're taking them out of all the books?
Taking them out of all the books.
What the?
Wow.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. People need to vote. People need to read what these politicians have in their propositions or whatever they're promising people to do in their bills.
But what does that even do for you to remove that? Like, what does that do? How do you benefit from that?
Erasing history, bro?
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, how does he benefit from that?
His appeal is just to racists and people who continue to want to whitewash history.
It's the same reason why white people do not understand, and not just white people, but a lot of people do not even understand what critical race theory means, but they somehow don't want it to be part of the curriculum.
Yeah.
They don't even understand critical race theory is American history.
For sure.
It's the accurate depiction of what the fuck happened in this country and what happened with black people, with slavery, with oppression of minorities and colored people. It's all of those things. You know what I'm saying? This is what happened in America.
Yeah, critical race theory is just telling the truth.
It's telling the truth, man.
That's to break it down, to make it as simple as possible. It's telling the truth about what happened. And a lot of people don't know. A lot of people are scared. A lot of people are uncomfortable because they think that they're going to have to suffer for the actions
they look like a villain. Yeah.
Well, they are a villain, but I think more people are more scared about they feel like they're gonna, like, I have to suffer, my freedom's gonna be taken away, or my money's gonna be taken away. Nobody's gonna take anything away from me. We're just going to update the children and let people know, like, hey, this is what happened, good and bad.
And I think it's important in order for children to build empathy amongst themselves and amongst the people that don't look like them. Learning the truth is an important part of that. And I think that's how you actually end up bringing multiple communities together. is by teaching these children about what each one of what everybody's past looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to continue to remember, man, you know, people don't want to play the role of the villain. You know what I'm saying? Like, his history has allowed them to thrive and through violence, and they don't want to be held to task. You know what I mean? So we will continue to just obviously speak the truth. Obviously, there is a big division within the Republican Party because former President Trump is now running again in the 2024 election. There have been multiple people who are on his side, such as his daughter Ivanka Trump and Mike Pence, who stated that the Republican Party needs to move on from Trump. And they both announced they will not be supporting him in his re-election bid. There was a video of Trump at his place where
who's running with him?
He hasn't even announced it yet.
Yeah,
he just announced it. There was a video that some guys they dressed up as Trump supporters.
Hold on, can you run for president if you're under investigation?
Apparently.
Yeah, well, he's not indicted of anything.
Yeah,
and I think part of that strategy.
That's crazy, man.
You know, a lot of people were like, "Why is he announcing so quickly and so early?" I think that's part of his strategy, man. It's gonna be once he announces, as he's done. Now, if the investigations continue going against him, he can scream and shout, "Look, they're trying to bury me underneath all this shit because I said I'm running against Biden, and Biden is doing all this shit to take me down because he's scared of me as an opponent." Like, he can twist the narrative into whatever the fuck he wants because he announced early. You know what I'm saying? And he's a bitch, man. Fuck that dude.
Straight
so I think what everybody needs to do is pay attention to a lot of the distractions that are going to arise between now and the next election. Pay attention to it. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for the Kanye. We haven't heard from Kanye in weeks.
Man,
you know
fuck Kanye.
Good.
But what I'm saying is we heard all about Kanye leading up to the midterms. So to feel like he wasn't being used as a toy or as a distraction, it's 100% what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? And even the Kyrie thing was a bit of a distraction. The Chappelle speech on SNL, that has people up in arms and feeling some kind of way. So, just stay focused. If you didn't, the MLK thing.
Wait, the Chappelle monologue he gave?
The monologue, yeah.
It's got Jewish people upset?
Oh, yeah, the ADL, Anti-Defamation League, spoke out against it.
About what? They didn't specify what it was.
Just the whole general...
I listened to like the clips on Instagram, so I don't even know if he said something in the whole thing.
He did. You have to hear the whole thing to kind of get where he's at. But they just said he was participating in the mainstreaming of sort of anti-Semitism. He's taking part in helping making anti-Semitism a mainstream thing. So again, you got to see the whole thing.
Okay.
So I just think that not you guys, but people have to pay attention to what's going on. I mean, it's that MLK thing should really scare you. I just know today they had a vote on same-sex marriage and interracial marriage to make
Virginia did?
No, sit it the whole whatever, right? So the craziest part about it, right, is your guy Mitch McConnell, who's married to an Asian woman. Votes no against same-sex marriage.
Oh, you're saying he's married to an Asian man?
Asian woman. He's married to an Asian woman.
But he voted against same-sex marriage, which I knew that was his stand. Okay. Jeez. Yeah, that dude is a fucking frog, man. He needs to get the fuck out of here. When is his election? When is he gonna lose?
He's not.
He just defeated this black guy who's been trying to unseat him for the last.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, I
followed that dude. Charles Booker 4KY, which I think he is very.
He came close, right?
He came closer this time than he did last time. Yeah, but
listen, keep going on, Adam, man.
Listen,
I'm donating to your campaign every time.
My thing is, I want him to win, but he's gonna need significant help and money spent, and they don't value Kentucky as a state. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was like Virginia, New Hampshire, one of these kind of places, then they'd pour more money. But he's not getting a Jack Harlow campaign. I mean, cosign. You know what I'm saying?
Jack Harlow, step up, man. Listen, you're part of the culture now.
Listen,
you want to do what's right. Step up.
Yeah. He's not getting Diet Starts Monday T-shirts. Like none of this stuff.
Davin, listen. You want to be part of? No, I'm just playing.
Just saying though.
Listen, Davin, come on. You're from Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? We've brought you here and you know, we embraced you here. But let's not forget, you're still from Kentucky. Embrace Charles Booker and let's get, you know what I'm saying? Let's do some merch for the campaign. Flip them joints and all the money goes towards his campaign, man. We got to get fucking McConnell the fuck out of here, for real.
Word.
So, I mean, yeah, basically Mitch McConnell voted against advancing protections for same-sex marriage and interracial marriage as well. Jeez. So, I mean...
He voted
interracial marriage?
Interracial
That's what I said. He voted against...
No, you said same-sex. You didn't
and interracial marriage, because I said he's married to an Asian woman. Hold
on. He said he's against interracial marriage, and he's married to an Asian woman?
He's against advancing protections. He's against advancing protections for same-sex marriage and interracial marriage.
Oh my God. What fucking year is it right now? Are we in the fucking Twilight Zone?
He's 72 years old. He was born in 1930 something.
We just see what he going backwards.
He needs to just hurry up and die, man.
Yeah, he needs to get out of here. Fucking die.
I'm hoping, man, for sure.
God damn.
Man, he's a wild boy for that one, dude. Like, you are crazy.
Interracial, and he's in it. I mean, I guess.
And she has a good position in like the Senate, whatever she.
Yeah, I mean, what he really means is black. He doesn't mean Asian.
Of course, you know? Yeah, for sure. So
yeah. But real quick, I think that's another reason why this runoff election in Georgia is so important, because I believe if Warnock wins that seat, we will no longer need Manchin from West Virginia to hold his vote over the heads of Democrats.
Manchin or Sinema.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we won't need them, right?
Because what it does is it gives the Democrats a +2, and then Kamala would serve as the tiebreaker.
There you go. Yep. So we need to get in there. We need to vote for Warnock. We got to get Herschel Walker the fuck out of there, and then you know we can start seeing some change, man. I hope.
Yeah.
At least we can get more federal judges elected. You know, I think that's one of the areas where.
But no, Biden's done a good job with federal judges. I think the thing about it is everybody's just below the Supreme Court right now, and with the Supreme Court wild as much as they are, like it's kind of like it's like being a great minor league baseball player or playing for like being great on your like city soccer team. Yeah. But when you get to the Premier League, it's
to the majors,
there's already somebody blocking your position. You know what I mean? So we'll see what's good, man. What's a podcast? We are getting some incredible followers tonight. Shout out to all of our new followers.
No doubt.
New people that are tapped in with the brand, as we want to call it. Really also quick shout out to Karen Bass. She becomes the first woman mayor in Los Angeles. And
so crazy.
And the second black Los Angelino to be mayor in the city.
Shout out to her.
That LA city race was crazy. The LA, obviously, we talked about the city council and the racist things that they were going through. I think there's a new police commissioner out there as well. Like, you know, LA, for as bad as people talk about LA, man, it's still a wonderful place. I'll be there in 3 weeks.
I'll be there tomorrow.
Okay. I'll be in New York. I'll be in New York tomorrow. So. You know what I'm saying? What's the podcast? We're moving and grooving.
Are you DJing tomorrow in New York?
No, I'm just going to take care of some stuff to DJ the next time I go to New York.
Okay. So, a quick little Abdul day trip. Up and down, pause.
Me? No, I'm gonna stay the night. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
I'm staying the night. So
Abdul never stays the night. He's
I'll make
hit and run.
Hit and run. I get it.
We have they run less trains now. They're starting to open up more trains, but before they used to run trains all the time. So it's like if I don't catch the 3 a.m. train and there's, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it doesn't make sense. And then I have to rush back. We have something very dope at Commonwealth. I'll talk to you about it after air, but we have something very dope at Commonwealth coming up. So we got to take care of that Friday. Speaking of Commonwealth, this weekend at Complex Con will be the debut of the Commonwealth and Tiny Desk collaboration.
NPR.
NPR Tiny Desk. Yeah, I'm not at liberty to say what it is, but you'll see it on Instagram over the course of the next 48 hours. And it's a beautiful thing for sure.
I'm excited, man. I'm going to be in LA. I'm going to be at Complex Con actually. So, of course, I'm going to reunite with the Commonwealth family out there. Just a few days away, man. I'm going out there. Clark Kent is going to be on a panel at Complex. I'm going to be,
official, unofficial road manager.
I'm the official, unofficial road manager. And so, it's going to be a good time, man. I'm excited just to get away for a couple of days and see some friends and family out there and just hang out,
Shout out to The Gap, realizing how ill the Dapper Dan collaboration was. They've now run it back for a second time.
Okay.
There's new hoodies, Gap, 4 different colors.
Did you ever get the first one?
Kellen got it. I didn't get it for some
pink
reason.
One was dope. The pink one was the one.
I seen the pink one in the street. Somebody had it on. It was fire.
Yeah. Did it already drop?
The Gap. I think it's in Japan only for now, so I don't think it has dropped.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
4 new colorways. There's a lot of holiday themed activity. It seems. I think there's like a herringbone design, and it's pretty fire, man. So, it's a very holiday sort of stream collection. So, if you can pick that up, I know The Gap is post Kanye now, so we'll see how they rebound from post Kanye. But other than that, man, things are fantastic. I guess we can still talk about sneakers to a degree. Yeah, let's talk about some sneakers.
Yeah, what you got?
Well, I did get those Arizona State joints. Fantastic. Thank you very much. They are just very, very ill.
You rocking them or you flipping them?
No, I'm rocking those. I'm rocking those.
I mean, let's just keep it 100.
I sent them home. So they'll be my shoes when I'm in Arizona to wear. You know what I'm saying? Like I keep a little, you know what I mean?
Oregons, have you been wearing those?
Absolutely not. Nope. Just like
flip mode, or are you rocking them?
No, I'm rocking them. But I think that's a summer move. I like those.
That's a next summer move.
Listen, they came out really well, man. I mean, the quality is still a little bit cardboardish, but I don't care.
I don't like the quality, but they fire.
I don't care.
The colors
are so good. That Argon.
I really want the Miami and UCLA ones, man. I don't know why.
Bro, look at StockX. Look at the prices of them right now.
No, we're gonna get them Soul Priorities.
Soul Priorities. Chasen just said he's bringing size 9s up for you.
Buy one, get one. The BOGO.
BOGO. Okay, there is Concepts Orange Lobsters.
I don't fuck with them.
I mean, it'll be impossible to get. So I wouldn't trip.
I don't like none of the lobsters.
I want those.
There's a Christmas.
I like all of them.
You have all of them?
No, I have none of them.
You have no lobsters? Wow.
No.
Dion.
Even when Rhett was up there, you didn't get no lobsters?
I didn't get any. By then? I don't think any lobsters dropped when he was up there.
I think 1 or 2 may have dropped, but I think that's when they were stupid difficult to get.
Yeah, there was. I mean, and they've dropped a lot of colors, fam. I ain't getting one of them.
I mean,
I need these orange ones. Dion, Annie, come on, please. Look out for the bro. We're family.
Yeah. I mean, they've dropped. I think this is the 6th or 7th colorway they've dropped. So you.
Yeah, I mean, they've had like red, blue, green, purple.
Yellow.
That might be it. Well,
no,
yellow
they
was
did yellow.
Like friends and family. Yep. So that dropped.
White.
That's 5. No, there was no white. I think that was 5. So now the orange will be the 6th color. So. Oh, I heard there's a white one coming out too. That was supposed to be like a friends and family one.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So nevertheless, obviously stay tuned to your local skate shop. Yeah. I mean, I truly believe Crushed is top of the line. We don't
Crushed
have to go.
Probably will not get the lobsters.
We don't have. Listen, I wouldn't put it past them.
They should get the lobsters, they should.
Listen, this kid comes in every Tuesday with a different pair of dunks on. Skater, 100% skater dude, and he's just like a heat check for them. It's like he wears everything. You know what I mean? So
I like it.
And he skates in them.
Skates them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's fire.
Obviously the aforementioned Air Jordan 1 lost and found. If you can give me an 11 and a 7, that would be fantastic. Because if Isabella rocks, it would be fire.
She rocking a 7?
She's a men's 7, women's 8.5 now.
Yeah, you got to size up too. So just so that they can wear it for longer. So
I was gonna say I need an 8.5, 2 pairs. Thank you. Whoever can get them.
I need a 9, like 7 pairs, 8 pairs, please.
Retail.
There's also LeBron. His shoe is going full on now with multiple colors, multiple Christmas, versions. The Monier 4s, those are ready to drop
tomorrow 11 a.m. By the time you hear this, they might have already been dropped.
November 17th.
Don't you have to do some crazy like raffle, write a story?
That was to guarantee a pair. But they're gonna drop on the Amamania website tomorrow.
Send a voice note.
Oh no, they had some
Fab, are y'all fucking with these Clerk Pack undefeated Air Forces? The patent leather colorway that looks like the Dunks.
That's the only ones I like.
Nah,
they're
I'm good.
Fire.
That's the only ones I like.
5 pairs, please.
Abdul's gonna come back from Complex Con with like.
Well, they're not dropping a Complex Con, but
you're gonna know somebody out there.
I'm gonna go to Undefeated. I entered the raffle. I'm hoping I can, finagle my way in and maybe hopefully win a pair because they're like it's pickup only. You got to pick up from one of these locations.
Oh, they're only releasing it at the Undefeated store. Those are not going to be on Sneakers app or nothing like that.
Maybe Sneakers app, but they're
there's
not
a store in DC. There's a store in DC that's supposed to be getting them.
No.
Yeah. That's getting the Undefeated Dunks for sure.
You mean the undefeated Air Force?
Air Force Ones, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere had them. They dropped off on Monday.
Southeast that has them. I looked at the stock list. I'm telling you.
Not the Clerk Pack colorway.
No, not that colorway. No,
that colorway is undefeated only.
Okay.
And the store in Southeast is somewhere.
No, it's a different store. I'm gonna tell you what it is in a second.
No way.
Yeah.
There is no other store in Southeast.
I'm gonna tell you in a second, man. It might not be while we're recording, but I'm gonna find it for you.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. You saw Odell Beckham is suing Nike.
He's broke.
No, he deserves it, man. That's fucked up what they did to him.
What did they do to him?
If I recall correctly, they purposely, I think his career has kind of peaked and he signed a new deal with Nike in, I want to say 2017. I read the whole article on Complex Sneakers, but if I recall right now, they outbid him when he was going to leave Nike and sign with Adidas. But 2017, he was still healthy and doing really well. So they were like, no, we'll match that contract. And of course, he's been a Nike guy since he was a kid, right? So he's like, no, of course, I would like to stay here. But they had a lot of clauses as to how, he's going to become like a brand ambassador and do a lot of different things. And, his signing bonus and what he was supposed to get paid out every year. Essentially, they stopped paying him because they said he violated some of the terms of the agreement. He wore all black Nike. He customized. So apparently he went from the Cleveland Browns to the Los Angeles Rams. And when he made that transition, the only cleats he had were all in Cleveland Brown colorways. So he customized some of his own OBJ cleats to either match Los Angeles Rams colorways or something like that. However, they used that against him. They said he changed the shit around. He altered them, and as a result, he violated their agreement. It's fucked up. And his receiver gloves were Nike, but they were like chrome heart Nike gloves. and they used that against him too because they said he was only supposed to be wearing like Nike gloves or
just
something like
actual
that.
Nike gloves, no collabs.
Yeah, but everything they've been doing has been kind of like moving the goalpost for him to not meet each of his benchmarks. They stopped producing any of his shoes that he was supposed to be selling, and as a result, when they did not make any of those shoes and did not put any of his products in market, and as a result, he obviously sold nothing. They were like, well, you didn't meet the required amount that we had in the contract that you were supposed to sell. He's like, fam, it's because you all didn't make any of my shit. But you see what I'm saying? It's fucked up how they've been doing this to him. And it's sort of like gaslighting in a way, like, taking something away from somebody and then blaming them for not having it.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, so I think he's got a $20 million case against them, and it's fucked up what they did, dog. I hope he wins. I read through the whole thing. Listen, go to Complex Sneakers, and Brendan Dunn wrote a whole article outlining it. Make the decision on your own, man. But what I read in that article, I thought was super fucked up. Shout out to OBJ, man. I hope he wins.
He won't win.
He won a Super Bowl last year.
I think for OBJ, winning is getting back on the football field. Because he tore his knee up again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a free agent right now.
He's not going to play football this year, though. I mean, if he does, he's fooled himself.
I mean, listen, I think you won a Super Bowl last year, and if you don't get back on the field, it's all right, dog. It looks like he has a big personality and can be successful in other places. But what Nike did to him, based on what I read, I thought was super fucked up.
The thing with, and I'm looking at the article now, he says that Brandon followed through on obligations to create a range of products for him. He is the type of person that kids would buy his stuff.
For sure.
In general, though, football is a difficult place to sell merch. Like, you don't see guys getting NBA deals. You know what I'm saying? And getting custom cleats and their own stuff. Like, it's difficult to sell to kids. And so I hope he wins, you know what I'm saying? Because clearly, if he feels like he's done very wrong, but I think he needs to get back on the field. And they actually have the.
How old is he? He's in his 30s now.
31, 32 probably.
Maybe older than that.
I think he's older than that. But I think he's one of the dudes. Football is one of those sports, American football, where, yeah, you're right. You don't see a lot of players breaking through into like lifestyle. But
he actually just turned 30 last week.
Oh shit!
Wow.
He's still young as shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I take that back. But if you think about what he's kind of done, he's one of them players that is very recognizable for a football player. His kids have taken that hairstyle of his. I see a million kids looking like him, man. So he obviously has influence and impact on the younger generation, man. I think if they had put out some product for sale, I think he could have moved units.
I mean, no doubt.
It's just difficult. Football is just such a difficult sport to move unit.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's. I think it's because of the trajectory his career took, injuries he faced. He just wasn't OBJ that he was when he was with the Giants. You know what I'm saying? He obviously was coming back down, and Nike signed a deal, and when he was super hot, and right after that, he got injured or his game fell off, and this was just a way. I honestly think this is the same shit they did with Kyrie, man. I don't know how insulted they were, and this is the same shit I think Adidas did with Kanye. I don't know how insulted they were at any anti-Semitic remarks or anything like that. I think they did it. They dropped Kyrie because they just wanted to stop business ties with him. Maybe because of his vaccination status. Maybe because he spoke out about the Kyrie aid and said it was bullshit and it was ugly. If you're not able to. They're not able to get a line around you, and they see an opportunity to cut ties with you, they'll do it. And I think I don't know if that's the right way to do it, man, because if you genuinely are insulted and by what someone says, I respect that. But when you just use an opportunity you see to cut ties with somebody because now everybody else hates that person, it's some sucker shit.
Well, I think
that wave.
But you got to remember, it was a knee-jerk reaction because in the same breath, you've got Phil Knight from Nike who was donating to a bunch of Republicans who were just running for office. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Nike's not this morally and ethically strong company. You know what I'm saying? There's always been
business
conversations about sweatshops in Taiwan and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
So I think the main thing with OBJ is he definitely was given a raw deal. At the same time, it was like that deal sucked when his career started to fall off a bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As a football player, we very rarely see football players transition into great spokespeople. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, get your money while you can. The average
disappear.
The average life of a football player is only 4 years.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So OBG will be great on ESPN when he's done playing football.
Yeah.
He'll be great as a if he wants to get into workouts or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, if he can chill out, yeah.
But in terms of just like what you're dealing with a corporation like Nike, I think too many athletes go in there green. They're just happy to be paid. You know what I'm saying? He got a $5 million bonus. He started out only getting $45,000 a year.
Yeah.
So then it moved up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Adidas offered him $47 million. Now you get Nike to give you more. Okay, cool. But the thing is, when it comes to a business like Nike, you have to be as razor sharp and ruthless as they are, because you only have so much time to make it happen before your t-shirt starts showing up in the JCPenney of Guam. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a fact.
It's just it's an unfortunate fact, though, right? So I think that people need to realize, like, okay, cool, let's make it. Let's really be on our business tees, even though we're only 19 years old, 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where a lot of poor decisions and bad advice is exchanged, because they're just so happy. You know what I'm saying? But if they can tighten that up, and if he can win, because to me, he's only suing for $20 million. Like, bro, why don't you sue for $220 million? You know what I'm saying? He was an early crypto guy, I believe. I know he's heavy with Twitch. Like, sue them for 220 and then move and then accept only 20
work from there.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't settle for 3 when you start off with 20.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's Nike has had some success with football players. I mean, if you think about his own former teammate Victor Cruz, who might
Bo Jackson.
Well, yeah, of course, Bo Jackson. But I'm saying in more recent years, like somebody who's become recognizable off the field. Victor Cruz had his own signature line, not a signature line, but he did his own models that hit the market and did really well. So there's some sort of proven track record. Of course, Bo Jackson is Bo Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's Deion Sanders is Deion Sanders. Like, but I out of this generation. I think
there's no football players that have
Victor Cruz might have been the last one who was able to get a lot of pairs off. Victor Cruz, I have a sample of your Air Force, man. If you want it, it's yours. Holler at me.
Shout out to Victor Cruz.
Yeah, shout out to Victor Cruz.
Next, I believe it's in 2 weeks. Art Basel.
Are we going?
Yes. Art Basel.
Oh shit.
There's a Virgil Abloh.
Exhibit. Nike exhibit. Yeah.
It was 4 days though, like Virgil 1 through 4. Shout out to my guy Pierre from Studio Sonic. I told the story before, but we were in the Nike. It wasn't even Nike. No, I'm sorry. It was one. It was I forget what they called it, but it was like No Vacancy In, Awake.
Okay.
Off-White, a bunch of brands like Union, a bunch of brands like that set up in the design district. They just took over like a couple different spaces.
So for Art Basel, or when you guys were there?
This is for Basel when we were there. This is like 5-6 years ago.
Okay.
And so as Pierre and I are in there, and I think I bought like a T-shirt or whatever, I said, like, somebody just rushes through the crowd with all these kids behind them. Like, man, what's going on, bro? Turns out it's Virgil. Rest in peace. All these kids, rest in peace, and all these kids had shoes on. They had his shoes on them. I don't know what it was, or they just had random sneakers on them.
Yeah,
and he's just signing mass shoes.
Amazing.
And so, you know what I'm saying? It was pretty tight. So, to see Nike, his wife is actually doing this in collaboration with Nike. She founded a company called VA Securities. And so it'll be interesting to see. And it's a from scratch shoe. So it's like his first shoe that he designed from scratch.
Oh, they're releasing it there?
Yeah, they're releasing it there. Yeah.
You copping?
I don't know if I've seen it.
It's on. Hold on one second.
It's a completely like original silhouette.
You guys.
I definitely.
You guys have seen it. You guys have seen it floating around. It's right there. I put it right there.
I mean,
I definitely haven't seen it.
It's called the Terraformer. Let me see. My shit is loading.
I'm good on that. Shout out to Virgil. I'm good on that.
Listen, if they're there, we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna go out of my way to get them though.
Yeah, listen, if you could get your hands on them just for the I wouldn't wear these, but I mean, if it's Virgil's first design, and I had a chance to buy them, I'd buy them, and just like keep them, just for.
I'm skipping those.
No, I'm not a fan of them and their music.
It looks like an ACG boot.
Looks great.
It does.
I'm saying I'm not a fan of them and their music.
Who?
When I say them and their music, I mean Run the Jewels with LP and Killer Mike, but they have a Dunk Low.
SB, as they have and a high.
SB.
And a high coming out. Yeah. So supposedly that's a 420 thing though.
Yep.
Because I forget what they said, but that'll be solid.
I think that's Killer Mike's birthday or something, or LP's birthday.
Yeah. I think they might have both have the same birthday or something like that.
No. I think what happened. I think LP got married on one day, and the other day, and it's also Killer Mike's birthday. That's what they said.
Yep.
Killer Mike can kick rocks forever, though.
What's up with Killer Mike, man? I'm hearing all these things about how he turned Republican or he's a Trumper or something like that. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean he was.
He's not a Trumper, is he?
He was embracing Brian Kemp. He was talking mad stuff about Stacey Abrams. His father's a policeman. So he's always going to be on the sort of
behind the blue wall.
Killer Mike's dad's a cop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Atlanta cop.
Yep.
Wherever they're
from. He might be retired, but he was.
Yeah, for sure. So he just switched up during this particular midterm cycle, and it's crazy because my homie that I went to college with styles him. And has had him looking tremendous over this past 6 months. You know what I'm saying? But, I was like, hey, man, get your paper. Do what you got to do. You know what I mean? So, but Killer Mike is a buster. So, let's see. We're going to say right now, what is Abdul watching?
Oh, man. The White Lotus on HBO season 2. I started watching that. It's really good. 2 episodes in. I think the third one came out. I have not seen that one yet. I watched this show called The Tulsa King on Paramount Plus, and it's with Sylvester Stallone, and he plays like an 85-year-old fucking Italian gangster dude who just got out of prison, and and he's still a tough guy. Fam, 85, man. Come on, relax. You're not a fucking tough guy. Nobody's scared of you. But I watched the first episode and I was just like, I am not watching this again. Like, it's just not believable at all. Like, Sylvester Stallone is supposed to be 80 years old and he's going around like scaring people. Like,
nah, fam.
Man, I'll crack your knees open, fam. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So listen, if you do like that show and subsequent episodes do get better, let me know, man. I'll watch it again if somebody recommends it. But the first episode was so I gave up on that. The Good Fight on Paramount Plus. I've talked about that show in a lot of our old episodes. They now have a new season. It's a lawyer show. And I've been a big fan of previous seasons, so I just started that new season. I think I'm one episode in. So actually, once we get done here, man, I'm about to go watch some TV and then hit the sack. That's about it.
We haven't watched no TV. Eddie, you watched any TV recently?
Nah.
Eddie been in fucking Maldives or some shit, man. They don't got TV over there.
I've been traveling.
Yeah, I mean, again, musically, man, that Nas is just the best thing shaking right now. I'm looking forward to listening to it on the train tomorrow on the way up.
I'm looking forward to listening to it tomorrow also.
It's really, really good. Like, it's just really good, man. Like, he did a great interview with Trevor Noah.
Yep.
Really good.
I need to watch that.
Trevor Noah.
I'm gonna watch that when we get off.
Yeah. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do. And shout out to Pusha T, nominated for the Grammy Rap Album of the Year. It's Almost Dry. That's the guy.
Who's he going up against?
It doesn't even matter. I don't even know.
Yeah.
It's pretty whack. It's like Jack Harlow.
That's tough.
Khaled.
He might not get it.
Kendrick. And one other person.
As soon as you said Jack Harlow's a rap.
You know what? And it's not. It's the reason why I made that sound is not because I haven't even listened to Jack Harlow's.
No, of course.
But it's not scary. Yeah, it's scary because just how conversations can change just because of who somebody is. You know what I'm saying? And listen, win or lose, man. That's It's Almost Dry. Pusha T. That's rap album of the year for me, man. And now with King's Disease 3, I gotta sit down and listen to that. But Jerome is bigging it up, and I know he doesn't love Nas like I do. So if he's giving it good recommendations, that means it's a strong.
Jerome's not a Nas hater.
I'm not a hater. I just feel like he hasn't always lived up to his potential.
No, he's definitely had a few albums that I could live without.
They're all amazing.
This one right here, though, legitimately is top 3 of the year. It probably is going to end up being.
Where do you place it in Nas albums?
Number 3.
Wow.
So I would go. To me, it was written in Illmatic or Tide. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just depends on the day. Because Taken in Blood is my favorite Nas song, and I feel like he just went so crazy on that record.
Crazy. Yeah,
those
both albums are amazing.
Black Girl Lost is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, Straight Out the Motherfucking Pack. That joint just, you know what I'm saying? Like with Mobb Deep, like that joint's fire. And then Illmatic is Illmatic. You know what I mean? Yeah. But to me, it's number 3 because, like, I think the joint with Ether was a great album. Because Second Childhood, Stillmatic is a banger. Mm-hmm. But after that, I'm like, Life is Good was dope.
I think a lot of people sleep on Lost Tapes because they think it's just a lost project. But Lost Tapes is a banger, dog.
Lost Tapes is amazing. Do-Rags, No Ideas original, Purple. Like, those songs are incredible.
Yeah. But to me, is that Lost Tapes or Lost Tapes 2?
That's Lost Tapes 1.
No, I think what you're saying is Lost Tapes 2.
No, trust me. Purple, Do-Rags, and that's Lost Tapes 1.
All right.
Because remember the thing that I sent the other day? The conversation from didn't I send that in the
chat? Yeah.
Remember they were saying how if you look at the very last line, the person said they just threw together anything on Lost Tapes 2
24 hours
to get out of the Def Jam deal.
Just to give them that last album.
Got you.
Also, I don't know if you guys remember, so I was like a sophomore in college. So it's like 99. A lot of I Am was supposed to be, or a lot of the Lost Tape stuff was supposed to be on I Am. But because it got leaked so early, there was this incredible leak of the I Am. If you get the first version of I Am, if you could find it anywhere online, it's got a lot of those Lost Tapes on there. But because it came out so early, they scrapped it and started over. So that's why I Am wasn't as good. Like, people don't like I Am. I thought I Am was cool. It had like Dr. Knock Boots, some good joints on there.
It was okay.
Yeah. It was okay. So that's why I think this King's Disease 3 is his 3rd best album and really the best of this super mature Nas as well. So episode 187 was a podcast. We knocked it out. Shout out to our family, Soul Priorities.
No doubt.
Again, we will be there all of next weekend.
That's right.
We don't. We're gonna try to record next week. We got to figure that out because a lot of we're all busy and traveling
holidays, all that.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how we're gonna record next week. I think we even have a What's a Podcast dinner next week.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
we've got to participate in
with the staff.
The staff.
So
real quick while
we do have an episode coming though for sure.
And while we're talking about the Grammys and nominations, super shout out to Sean Paul, also got nominated for best reggae album of the year. And listen, I hope for Scorcher.
Hopefully Soulja doesn't have a new album out.
No, they're not. They didn't even get nominated this year. They stole the last one, man. You can't steal two in a row, dog.
No doubt.
I think Soulja is gonna be Jack Harlow this year. He's gonna be the Soldier of the rap category.
No doubt.
But shout out to Sean Paul, man. Amazing career, and it's still going on. And I'm hoping he brings it home this Grammys.
They also, when you listen to the new Nas this weekend, there's the line about
him and Hov.
That line is so fire.
Fire.
Eddie, you gonna hear it. It's a song.
What song is it on?
It's called Thun. THUN.
Yeah.
And if you look, honestly, if you want a really great behind the scenes look at the whole process of King's Disease 3, follow Hit Boy on Instagram. He is literally like just giving you studio sessions. He's replaying beats. He's going over everything. So do that. But that line about Hov is just so amazing.
Yeah.
I'm like, Hov, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta.
He talked about it on Trevor Noah too.
He also talked about Hov dropping the same day he does on Trevor Noah as well.
He's like the day he released his track listing, Hov posted a picture with all his Grammys of this. Man, listen, man, those two dudes are legends. There's man, listen, beautiful thing.
Listen, episode 1, shout out to Nas, man. He best album of the year. I really think he should get it. I enjoyed the Pusha a lot.
Well, he's not even in it just came out, so
no, I'm just talking about it for us though. Like not even on Grammy shit, just for us though. Like
it's better than the Pusha album.
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah,
but it is Nas after all.
But it's not even the fact that it's Nas. It's just like the subject matter, the pace of the album, just to sort of, you know what I'm saying, like
better for you.
Yeah, I mean the push is great, but
it's
just
of course,
you know what I'm saying. So, but I'll let you make your own decision. What's a podcast? Episode 187. Shout out to my guy. Always available. #Streetwear Eddie.
Peace, y'all. Shout
out to my guy. Don't Charge Abdul.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to our engineer behind the boards, Silent Tom. Again, soulpriorities.dmv on Instagram. Give us some time to. You're listening to this. Give us some time to get the raffles situated because I know those comments are gonna be, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna be what they're gonna be. You know what I mean? No. So give us some time.
And if you do really want to win that shoe, man, listen, my Venmo is Don't Charge Abdul.
I think we realistically can't even play around like that because kid will.
I'm not playing. Some
kid will hit your Venmo.
Patreon.
Thank you.
Oh, if you subscribe to the What's a Podcast Patreon, then you win the shoes. Yo, this is DJ Jerome Baker III. Safe travels to any and everybody these holidays. We will have an episode next week. We're gonna make it work in some capacity. But we're out of here. Peace.